Welcome to the second edition of Stand Up, where I'm going to basically discuss how Crazy Diamond would work if he was pierced by the Requiem arrow. The comments can discuss how they would like it to work, or how the stand would work if the user was pierced by the stand arrow instead. Thank you guys for the art submissions for Hierophant Requiem. I had actually found this picture when searching for if the stand had already been made previously, quote unquote, and credits to the artist. If you do draw the stand featured in this video, which is going to be Crazy Diamond Requiem, tweet me or link me to the drawing to where I can see it and I can feature it in the next video if you guys want. Now, Diamond is Unbreakable is ending pretty soon, and it's probably going to be this Friday from where I'm actually posting this video. So we're at the climax right now, and if you haven't seen the newest episode, please, along with that, watch JoJo in general. It's a really good series. So what do I do here? Basically, it's about if insert stand here was pierced by the Requiem arrow. Differences between the Requiem and stand arrow is the beetle and also where either arrows are found and what we have seen. So Crazy Diamond, the stand of Josuke Higashikata. In part 4, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable. Crazy Diamond has an A in power, an A in speed, D in range, B in durability, B in precision, and C in potential. His low range is about only 2 meters from around Josuke. To make up for that, he can do so much in those 2 meters because it's all power and speed. Based on Josuke's concentration, Crazy Diamond can shoot a rifle bullet with his fingers up to 70 meters. It has a C in potential, meaning it hasn't reached its peak yet and it's at the normal part of the mountain we know as potential. The power of Crazy Diamond is restoration. Its ability alone goes further than just restoration, but it's one of the general uses for it. Since there's restoration, there's repairing, and along with that, he has the ability to change form of what he repairs into what exactly he wants to be. It reverts, heals, and along with that, it can warp its restoration to where it's worse than what it originally was and can also fuse objects from what we have seen. Now that we know how Crazy Diamond works, for the most part, we can get into the mind of Josuke. Now, Josuke is a pretty cool guy for the most part. His most notable trait is genuine kindness. He doesn't really cause trouble for anyone before the events of Diamond is Unbreakable. He generally lived a peaceful life. Josuke protects Morio from any stand menace, but he doesn't really do it on the dot. He protects the town mostly through instinct and all, but at the same time there's personal motives in the things he does. Usually because the enemies don't always affect Josuke first, but usually indirectly do so by harming the people that he loves. In a fight, it's a really different Josuke. He's so much more confident when it comes to fighting, and he's pretty much unshakable. Diamond is unshakable. Okay, I'm sorry. When things don't go Josuke's way, he does end up getting pretty uneasy. So when taking that into account, how would Crazy Diamond Requiem work? There's been many comments that I've seen to where it would just be Josuke being able to heal himself or being able to renew or rebirth certain things. That or where nothing affects him, which is kind of busted. It undoing anything because reverting and just more stuff. There's so many abilities I've seen that people have had, and it's pretty interesting. And I thought a lot of them were cool, but then I really thought about it. What if the stand could go past everything without being mega broken at one time? And it said it only can do said ability once at a time, but it also won't need to do it multiple times because the targets will probably be done by then. So I gave Crazy Diamond Requiem the ability to manipulate physical law. He can revert, stop, or accelerate a law in any way he seems fit. Before I get into how it works, I actually wanted to stray away from the name Crazy Diamond Requiem and call it Crazy Diamond Shine On Me. I had pictured the stand glowing brightly before it actually does its ability, and it's a new spin on Requiem stands. Okay, so to have the ability to manipulate physical law would go past what you think. There's chemistry manipulation, distance manipulation, forces, matter, energy, particles, physics, properties, reality, science, space-time, variable, vectors, and even virtual particle manipulation. Just add manipulation to everything that didn't have that. So he can change any law that he wants to do so, but he can only do one at a time. he can only manipulate one law at a time, like how he can only heal one person at a time. So, for example, imagine Kira activates Bites the Dust. While you see the whole animation for Bites the Dust, where it's all colorful and all, you can see time fading backwards, it's all retracting and all, Crazy Diamond can physically grab the fabric of space-time and do so what he wants with it. He can also stop and nullify the effects of Bites the Dust and bring Kira to the present and then destroy him because he's still got these hands. For more examples, he can manipulate vectors of matter and energy. So if he was to get Aura'd, he can make it to where it's not him getting blown away or effective, but he can reverse how it works. So if Jotaro was to do the whole Aura and punch him, then out of nowhere Jotaro would actually be getting blown away by his own punch's force. Another example is where he can actually bend space-time specifically on just one person. I just used Bites the Dust as an example, but say that he did that for his grandfather. Like he went back and he found the remains of his grandfather. He can manipulate space-time to where he's actually reverting him all the way back to where before he died and actually bring him back to life originally. So, and it wouldn't have to be about putting his soul back into it. He's gonna retract time to where basically nothing happened to him at all, and he exists as a new being and all, and he's just perfectly fine. So being able to manipulate space-time goes even deeper than that. Space-time is pretty crazy if you actually think about it. So that's crazy diamond. I'm sorry. For an example of distance manipulation, he can actually change how far he is from everybody like that. It's like having the hand, but it's just manipulating it by itself. He's going to change the distance between people. So if Kira was out of his range, he's not ever out of his range technically, because he can manipulate it to where he's actually right in front of him, behind him, next to him, or whatever, because the ability of distance manipulation. Then there's chemistry manipulation. So if you remember the episode where he needed gas to keep on going to go to Highway Star, and he could actually break down he can manipulate chemistry and all, and how particles would work to where he can create the gas itself from virtually anything. Then it goes on to physics, property, reality, and it deepens so far to where manipulation by itself is just a really big thing. So take this all into account. You guys can think about your own examples or write down your own examples and comment it all, because I want to see exactly how you guys can make it work, because there's so much potential to do so many things with it. Because I already gave you all the whole list of it right here. So it's a pretty big ability. It's not nothing to scoff at. And plus, think about it: virtual particle manipulation, physics by itself is pretty big. Properties, reality, science, and space-time is a huge one. So there's so much to be done, so much he can do. But remember, it's not just he can just manipulate it like all at one time. He can only do so one at a time. So if he's finished doing one, he has to continue on and then do the next one. So if he is manipulating space-time for his granddad, he won't be able to do virtually anything else. But once he's finished, he can instantly do the next thing that he wants to do. Or he can, if you guys can think of a way to where he can actually do both at the same time, he can actually, if he can warp reality, I'm pretty sure he can find a way how to make a clone of himself. But we've seen how, if you guys seen part 7, you guys understand how clones work exactly. The list of laws that he can manipulate are here. If you do Google, the best place to where you would see the examples would be the power listing wiki. Destructive power, none. Speed, none. Range, none. Durability, none. Precision, none. Developmental potential, none. I had made everything none because he can manipulate all traits to where he benefits from it, and he can really surpass his max potential because there's not much he could do. His potential is infinite at this point. So do you think this stand is busted? I don't know. It's not that bad to me. I just made it. I like it. So, like the video if you guys enjoyed this, and comment if you have your own thoughts about it or how you would make Crazy Diamond Requiem work. Or if Josuke was pierced by the stand arrow instead of Crazy Diamond being pierced by the Requiem arrow. So put the stands that you want to see in the comments, and have a good December. So this has been Kaleb IA. Peace out and Godspeed.